This race is about Donald Trump. It's about his performance as president. He's been the most ineffective, the most failed leader in American history. And I say that without hyperbole. There has never been a leader of American government, any American institution, that has performed like Donald Trump has in a time of crisis. Never, ever, ever. And it would have been an intolerable proposition for the entire history of our republic until now. And the thing, Stephanie, to remember is this: 25 to 30% of the country has always been crazy. That's always been the case. The deal is today, though, it's easy for them to all connect with each other with social media and the internet. Used to be harder for those people to find each other. But it's not that we have more crazy people. And when we look at this election, what we're seeing is a majority of decent people in this country are saying, I'm worse off than I was 4 years ago. The country's a mess. I'm looking at my television. I see chaos. I see a president who's completely incompetent, inept, divisive, inciting, mean, nasty, corrupt, and they're saying enough. And so you're seeing Joe Biden's poll numbers rise into a very significant lead, given how closely divided the country has been over recent presidential cycles. Well, it's the most corrupt administration in American history, bar none, and there's that aspect to it. But specifically, what Donald Trump is saying when he says he's a law and order president, and let's be clear about it, what he's saying is he's going to crack down on black people. That's what he's saying. And so when he defines law and order as what? Standing on the neck of an African American for 8 minutes, watching him die on television? Does he mean launching violence against peaceful protesters outside the White House so he can walk across to St. John's and desecrate the Bible? His law and order is the law and order of Bull Connor. It's the law and order of an age in this country that's not ever going to come back, but it has very little to do with justice. He has incited, he has divided, he has assaulted the rule of law, he has weakened our essential institutions. And at every moment during this rancid presidency, when there's been a time where he could heal the country, where he could try to bring people together, what he has done instead is stoke the cold civil war that he has capitalized on for his political career of these last years, starting with the birther movement right up through today, with his attacks on a 75-year-old man who was viciously assaulted by a police officer that the president is now put in the middle of his wild conspiracy theories.